A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will put total leather and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running back searching for a hole. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He's got the back in the middle. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out on the right. Pass the tech, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Martin. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit and...
Oh, he's got some space. The 50. Past the 40. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Moore to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Moore. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Got a man. It's Moore. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Turns it on down the left side. 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you want to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. That's caught. It's Moore. There he goes. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
when you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
On the option. Quick toss. Picks up the first down, still moving. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Moore will throw. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10.
This is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts. He's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Oregon! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You'll just get in trouble when you try.
Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Turning it on. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking to throw on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. He's got it for a big play. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
This is a designed run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. Then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I really like this guy running the option. I tell you, you go back to the mid-2000s in Eugene, there was a coaching change, and there was sort of this paradigm shift offensively, going more up-tempo, being more explosive, but also utilizing the quarterback's feet to hurt defenses. This guy would have fit into Oregon back then. He certainly fits into this offense right now. He is dangerous.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Moore. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They're dealing with a second and long. On the ground, it's Washington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, growing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Calls his own number.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab right down the middle. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore is not afraid to show off the gun.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Hayes. They'll go with the quick touch pass. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away. Catch is made at the 15. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Oregon! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. A designed run for the quarterback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. It's complete. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
So nice to have the run game. So nice to trust in it. So nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And That's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Now on the move. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayes. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Fleming. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that fourth down and failing to convert there has to sting. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Moore will throw. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive.
Trying to get it in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Finds his man. It's Denmark. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This quarterback part of their running game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Rifles it down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is that...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On the move. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Barrels ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. They'll go to the air. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Caught over the middle. It's Lawson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Moore to the air. He's got it. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They want that clock to run. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Moore will throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And the try is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wants to throw on 1st down. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Denmark. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap. It's Hawkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. And they can't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Lawson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They boot it away on 4th down. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Courtney. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Denmark. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Denmark. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Courtney. Breaks into the open. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, you take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
A two-tier job for this offense. First get the touchdown, then the two to try to pull even here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. It's set. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you need. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion.
42. Penn State, 44.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling, the best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense, where I can just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room, and get ready for your next opponent.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. And on fourth down, they'll come up and take a knee.